Caribbean heads of government, ministers of finance and development, governors of central banks, as well as representatives from international organizations and Canadian financial institutions began arriving as of Sunday. They have flown in to attend the Caribbean Development Bank's 39th Annual Board of Governors meeting, being hosted by the United Kingdom in the TCI that commenced this morning with a Board of Directors meeting. News 4 spoke to Press Relations Officer of CDB, Dr. Sharon Marshall, who told us more about the event.
We have a couple of prime ministers, we have permanent secretaries, ministers of finance who will be attending from the various member countries of the bank.
According to Marshall, CDB has also sent down 50 staff members, which include secretariats to process governors' speeches, accountants, and financial representatives. The Caribbean Development Bank is a regional financial institution, and the Board of Governors is the highest policy-making body of CDB and meets once a year in one of the member countries. All of the powers of CDB are in the hands of the Board of Governors, which can delegate its powers to the Board of Directors except on certain matters.
We take advantage of the Governors' meeting to hold a number of related events. This morning we have a meeting of the Board of Directors. The Board of Directors is made up of technocrats who advise the Board of Governors, and they're meeting this morning, and they will be making decisions on financing for projects and things of that nature. This evening, after the Board of Directors meeting, there will be a signing ceremony for a grant agreement between the government of the Turks and Caicos Islands and the CDB.
On July 24th of last year, the CDB approved a grant of $32 million from their Special Development Fund for the implementation of the sixth cycle of its Basic Needs Trust Fund, also called the BNTF6 program. The Turks and Caicos Islands, along with 9 other countries, is participating in the program, and the total funding for the program will cost an estimated $41.5 million, with the 10 countries providing $9.5 million in counterpart funding. These funds will be paid out between 2009 through 2012 and used on sub-projects up until 2011. TCIG is contributing $0.242 million to the BNTF grant of $0.317 million, which has increased the total available to $0.559 million. A total of $0.384 million from the existing $0.599 million will be offered to fund BNTF6's sub-projects that may range from education, health, and physical welfare of vulnerable persons to basic community infrastructure.
There will be a meeting of contributors to the Special Development Fund of the bank tomorrow, and the SDF is a fund out of which loans are made that are of lower interest rates and longer maturities and aimed specifically at poverty reduction and human resource development projects and programs. On Wednesday will be the opening ceremony for the Board of Governors meeting that takes place here at the Sports Complex at 9:30, and then on Thursday will be the closing ceremony and a news conference. But a related event, or 2 related events rather, will take place. One on Tuesday, the William G. Demas Memorial Lecture will be tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 7:30 at Beaches, and also at Beaches on Wednesday, immediately after the opening ceremony for the Governor's meeting, is a youth forum called Vibesing.
On Friday, attendees for the CDB meeting will tour Providence Isles, paying a visit to Little Water Key, Pine Key, and Fort George Key, along with sailing and snorkeling along the Grace Bay coast. For WIV4 News, I'm Nikira John.